You are born into silence, 6,000 meters below the surface, where sunlight has never touched, and the ocean floor is nothing but endless black. Around you, the water is heavy, crushing, colder than ice. The mud beneath you is thick with rot, but food is scarce. You are fragile, translucent, barely more than a drifting ghost. Already, the battle begins. Dozens of your siblings wriggle beside you, each one desperate, each one starving. There is no safety in numbers here. Every scrap of decaying flesh is fought over, torn apart in seconds. Then the shadows move. From the darkness, a squid glides closer, its eyes glowing faintly, its arms curling like knives. One of your brothers disappears in a blink, dragged into the black by writhing tentacles. The squid turns toward you, its arms spread wide, ready to snatch you whole. Your tiny body convulses, and from your skin, you release poison into the water. The squid recoils, thrashing, clouding the deep with ink before vanishing into the void. You remain, trembling, barely alive. This is your first lesson in the abyss. You are weak, you are prey, and survival demands sacrifice from the moment you are born. 2 months pass. You have grown, but only slightly. Still soft, still pale, still fragile. Your body drifts across the seabed, carried by weak legs that sink into the mud with every step. Then, you smell it. Faint at first, then stronger. The sharp metallic stench of death. Ahead, a shadow lies still. A grenadier fish, its body twisted, its glassy eyes staring blankly into the dark. To you, this is treasure. You crawl onto the corpse, piercing its flesh with your tiny mouthparts, pulling pieces of meat into your body. For the first time, you feel full. For the first time, you taste victory. But victory never lasts here. Another grenadier circles in the gloom, alive, massive, its body flexing with power. Its eyes lock onto you, burning with hunger. In a single motion, it lunges. The water shudders around you. You slip beneath the dead fish, pressing yourself into the folds of rotting flesh. The grenadier snaps, jaws crushing down, tearing chunks from its own fallen kin. You remain hidden, trembling, your skin brushing against bones as the predator feasts above you. When it finally drifts away, leaving only scraps, you crawl out once more. Your belly is full, but your body still shakes. Here in the deep, every meal is stolen, and every bite you take could be your last. A year passes in the darkness. You are larger now, thicker, your skin rougher than before. But in the abyss, size is never safety. The seabed shifts, and from the silt a crab emerges, its claws snapping, its shell gleaming pale in the faint light. You freeze, its eyes lock onto you. You know what comes next. You are prey, nothing more. Then, salvation, or so it seems. From above, a snailfish glides down, its body rippling like liquid. It strikes the crab, jaws tearing into its shell. The crab thrashes, claws snapping wildly, desperate to survive. You react instantly. As the two titans clash, you scuttle beneath the crab's armored body, pressing yourself into the shadows of its legs. The predator lunges, but the crab's shell takes the blow. For a heartbeat, you are safe, shielded by the very creature that wanted to kill you. But when the fight ends, the snailfish retreats into the black, and the crab lies broken, its body twitching. Now, it is your turn. You crawl onto its shattered shell, piercing its soft flesh, devouring the meat of your former hunter. In the deep, predator and prey trade places in a heartbeat. One moment, you are nothing but food. The next, you are the scavenger, feasting on the corpse of your enemy. If you're still here, you're one of the strong ones. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell right now, because the deeper we go, the darker it gets, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. 5 years in the abyss. You've survived predators, starvation, and the endless dark. But the worst enemy is not out there. It's already inside you. It begins as a prickling itch along your skin, tiny legs scratching, burrowing. You twist, roll in the mud, but it does not stop. A parasite, small, unseen, relentless, has found you. At first you feel only discomfort, then weakness. Your body grows heavy, your movements sluggish. The intruder feeds on you, draining your strength with every heartbeat. The abyss does not forgive the slow. But then, luck. A larger sea pig drifts nearby, its body looming like a ghost in the gloom. The parasite stirs, crawling toward the warmth of this new host. It leaves you, slipping into the water, vanishing into the folds of its new victim's skin. Relief floods through you. You are free, but freedom in the abyss is never clean. You survive only because another has taken your curse. Here, survival is not about strength or speed. It is about passing the pain onto someone else. 15 years have passed. You have learned every rule of the abyss. Eat quickly, hide often, and trust nothing. But today, everything changes. The water shifts with a tremor that rolls through the seabed. From the endless dark, a shadow emerges. Vast, immense, impossible to mistake. A whale's corpse, sinking slowly, its flesh torn, and its bones gleaming pale in the gloom. The feast of a lifetime has arrived. You are not alone. From every direction, creatures converge. Isopods scuttling across the mud, eelpouts writhing through the silt, hagfish drilling into soft flesh. The water fills with the frenzy of thousands, all driven by the same hunger. You crawl onto the colossal body, sinking your mouthparts into skin thick as stone. The meat is rich, overwhelming, a flood of nourishment unlike anything you've tasted. For once, your hunger quiets. For once, you feel strong. But joy in the abyss is always brief. The frenzy draws hunters. A grenadier darts in, jaws snapping, scattering smaller scavengers. Octopuses swirl from the black, their tentacles curling around scraps of flesh, dragging prey into the dark. Even sharks drift closer, circling the carcass with slow, predatory grace. You are swept in the chaos, crushed beneath heavier bodies, flung aside as the giants tear the feast apart. Your legs tremble, your skin bruises, but you crawl back again and again, desperate for every bite. Hours blur into madness. The whale is stripped faster than you can imagine, leaving little but bones glistening on the seafloor. You back away, your body swollen with food, your strength renewed. But in the abyss, even abundance carries a price, because when so many gather in one place, death is always waiting nearby. 30 years in the deep, you have grown slower, heavier, your skin thick with scars from a lifetime of survival. But now, a new instinct takes hold, stronger than hunger, sharper than fear. It drives you to reproduce. You rise from the mud, lifting your body into the water column. Around you, others do the same, gathering in silence. There is no courtship, no union, no tenderness, only release. You scatter your eggs into the dark, hundreds at once, each a fragile pearl adrift in a hostile sea. Males release their seed the same way, clouds drifting, mixing with the eggs. The current takes them, carrying them farther and farther away. But the abyss has no mercy for the weak. Tiny fish dart through the cloud, snapping up eggs before they ever have a chance. Crustaceans claw at them, ripping apart the helpless spheres. Most will never hatch. Most will never even begin. You release more, again and again, until your body trembles, drained, hollow. Every egg you scatter feels like a part of yourself torn away, surrendered to the dark. And when it is over, you drift downward once more, back to the seabed, weaker than before. Your legacy now floats in the currents, 1,000 fragile chances most already gone. Here in the abyss, even life begins in death. 70 years. Against all odds, you have lasted longer than most. The scars along your body tell the story. Predators avoided, parasites endured, scraps of meat stolen in silence. You are old now, your legs slow, your skin thin, but still you crawl across the seabed of the abyss. Then, the silence shatters. A deep vibration shakes the mud beneath you. In the distance, shadows collide, an orca and a shark locked in battle, their bodies thrashing with monstrous power. Each strike sends shockwaves racing through the water. The current whips around you, dragging you, flipping you, pounding you into the mud. You claw forward, desperate to cling to the earth. But another wave hits, stronger, tossing you upward, spinning you helplessly through the dark. The cold of the abyss is gone. The water grows warmer, brighter, pulling you toward a place you were never meant to be. Finally, you land on a seabed unlike any you've known. The mud is softer, the heat unbearable. Your body trembles, your skin shrivels, your legs give way beneath you. You cannot breathe, cannot move. Your body was built for the crushing dark, not for this shallow grave of warmth. Slowly you collapse, the life seeping out of you. The abyss that birthed you will never take you back. You die alone, in a place that is not your home, consumed not by predators, but by the weight of change itself. And so ends your journey, not with teeth, not with claws, but with silence. You made it through the life of the sea pig, but tell me, which creature should I dive into next? Drop your answer in the comments below. The most brutal suggestion might just become the next video. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it.